Welcome to another quick teardown video. This probably will be a quick one. I don't expect there's much inside this one, but this is a coffee maker. It's one of those ones where you just put the beans, or in this case the granules, in here. There's a pot underneath, of course, and then what happens is the water's heated up. You pour the water in the back here. So you pour the water in the back compartment. Your filter goes in here, be it paper or in this case there's a washable filter, and once the water's in there, once you press the on button, it heats up the water, and without any need for a pump, once the water's heated up, it actually sends it through this spout here. So you can see when it's closed, the water actually is drip fed over the coffee granules, and it does it in such a manner that it actually controls the flow. So it'll introduce some hot water initially to prevent, I think it's called blooming in coffee, and then once that coffee's had a small soak, it'll actually begin to filter this through in a shower motion, and that's done without any pumps. And then when it finishes, you've got your cafetiere, or rather your bowl at the bottom, and that's it, it's done. So it's heated it for you, and it's fed it through into here. I'll show you the other bits as well if you want to have a look, and then we'll open it up. So here's the bowl, that lives in there. Point to note is there's a hot plate here as well, so this plate gets hot and keeps the coffee warm. Keeps it warm for I think it's 25 minutes. And in the top you've got this assembly here. So this includes your filter. As you can see, it's washable to a point. This was a lot cleaner looking. It's been stained by the coffee. That lives in there, and that will go into the top, like so. Part of this mechanism has a little valve here, so that when your bowl is underneath, what it does is actually presses up against this little valve, and in turn this valve opens up a little plug at the bottom there, and that allows the coffee to drip through. When you remove your lovely bowl there, what happens is the little spring closes, and that closes the valve. Very simple, and it works very well. Easy to clean, easy to fill up. Jobs are good. So that's it really. You can control things like coffee strength. It's got a timer. You've got a keep warm button, so you can set this just to keep warm for hardly any time at all, or up to 25 minutes. And you can adjust coffee strength and what time it comes on using the timer, so you can set it to come on in the morning. Standard plug, nothing at all at the back, as you can see. And underneath, what do we got? Here's some information on that. Morphy Richards, 900 watts, so nothing too crazy. Hope that's focusing for you. There we go. Yeah, and these are star screws, as you can see. So I'll need my cheapy tool bit set to open them up as well, because we'll need the particular screw bit. And hopefully we'll focus on there. There we go. So it'll be one of those, be the star one. And hopefully the lens is a bit better this time, using an STM lens. And also hopefully the microphone's better, because we're using an external microphone for a change. So let's have a look. There we go, we're in. Not a perfect fit. Need another one again, actually smaller. Let's have a look at the screw. There it is. It does have a pin inside as well, actually inside the head. Again, as with the iron, this one has stopped working. I think I had about 2 years of use out of it. Not every day, but especially at weekends it was used quite a lot. Didn't have any sign of just stopping. It just stopped heating the water up, so it no longer allowed the water to be heated and come through and filter. It still worked from an electrical point of view because the display came on and I could hear clicking of the relays, etc. So that bit worked, but no heating, and if you haven't got any heating at all, the water doesn't flow and it's a waste of time. I don't think it had an extra warranty. I didn't even try, to be honest. It wasn't expensive. This one to come out. Come out! Right, anyway, it's going to stay in there. There we go. There he is. So, what do we have back here? Let's come apart. Oh, there we go. There's the bottom off. And here's the gubbing. So I don't think there's anything more than here. So, mains comes in, cable relief. So you can see it's coming into the electrical board here. Not much in the way of electrics there. I can see the relays, etc. And a very simple heating circuit that comes into here. This must be a heated tube. So I think all that happens is a bit like a capillary reaction. So when this heats up, oh, there's the element. Can you see the element? It's actually underneath the pipe. So this is a hollow tube. Underneath there will be a heating element. As you can see, the mains is going into there. This must be probably a cut-off switch. So as this heats up, the water effectively boils to a point and gets sent up this tube. So it comes down here from the reservoir, and as it boils, it's simply squirted up this tube. And that is all there is to it. When it runs out, there must be a particular cut-off, because I guess it gets a bit hotter, and it detects the increase in heat, switches it off, and then the water flow stops. And as soon as you pour any more water in again and click the button, it'll just return that cycle. So it'll just keep on heating the water inside this tube, because the water is allowed to come into here and sit in this tube. Heats it up, sends it straight up. It's just a pipe. Just about see the pipe there. Let's have a look. You see the clear pipe. It'll come up this pipe and come through here. If you have it open like that, so if you have it in the open mode, it doesn't spray water directly at your chest. There's a little kind of hinge valve here, so that when you open it, the water is literally sent back into the reservoir. When you close it, it completes the circuit here and allows the water to come out of the top. So if it's in the open position, water will not come out of here, but as soon as you close it, water is allowed to flow through here. I don't think we could see the hinge and the pipe, but there's a pipe which joins, if you effectively, to this spout here when it's in the closed position. And that's it. At the same time as this is on, it heats the plate as well, so it's all in one. So there really is only one heater. No pumps, nothing else to it. Very, very simple, really. But mine, the heating element's gone. So I'll test it for continuity. Yeah, there's nothing else here. I mean, I've had a quick look to see if there's any fuses. Can get the board out, I suppose, can't we? Can reach the board. I suspect it's a weak point. The element. It's always getting red hot. Which way up it is? There we go. So I've just disconnected the ribbon cable that leads to the display. There it is. And here's the circuit board. So nothing too crazy. I'll bring it back into shot. There's a thermal fuse, I think, there. These would be relays just to switch on the element on and off. There'd be a detection circuit, so I suppose, so that it switches it off, and a timer circuit in here. Nothing too complex. There's doesn't even seem to be any microchips. There might be something that leads up to the display. Perhaps there's something that lives behind the display, but yeah. No fuse on there, sadly. Let's have a look at the back of the board. Okay, so on the back here, not much to see. Just a few, I think they're resistors, diodes. Yeah, a load of resistors, a few diodes, I think. No obvious signs of damage. Nothing that looks like it's you know, blown. No circuits that seem to have melted. If you can see anything, let me know, of course. But you know, without testing every single bit of this, it's going to be a nightmare, really, and it's probably not worth it. So there we go. I don't think you could buy any parts for this. Even if you could, is it easy to fix? Is it cost effective? It was only about £30. So unless the element's, you know, a £5 or £10, it isn't worth fixing it. So there we go. Thanks for watching.